It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the 49ers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. The return man, Wilson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks.
There he goes, left side. Pass the try. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Hall. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to the running game with Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Brady going to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now it's Wilson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Hardy. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
We got this.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go play action here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Easy work. It's easy.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. As that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They're going to look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Brady now on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Hardy on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll run on first down. Ellison, and he powers his way up past the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Swift, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Brady. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Brady now to throw.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fill him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Bust through the tackle, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now Hardy on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 2nd down, Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Brady now on 1st down. That one caught by Ellison. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's hauled in by Hardy. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Brady again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
He'll drop to throw. steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll find Moreau here. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world to this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Hardy on the return.
Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. The Vikings.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now Hardy on the return, and he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On second down now, Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Catch made, it's Moreau. Shoves him aside. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Swift again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That's it, baby. Don't worry.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a run with Montgomery, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, Swift, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Complete over the middle to Hardy.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Running is Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Brady now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Former one-show Fatukasi gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively. My goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there for Detroit. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Again, it's Brady.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now Brady. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Francisco, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss